I'm standing in front of the Pacific Ocean, swallowed by the strong waves, swathed in coconut palms, surrounded by crystal clear turquoise waters. In the middle of the sea, flat on my stomach on a surfboard. I can get lost here, and I can stay in this place forever. This island is magical. This is Siargao. In this crazy travel episode, I will show you how Siargao is so much more than just being the country's surfing capital. This island is for all types of people who are looking for different kinds of adventures. Travelers come here for different reasons, and that is why Siargao is for everyone. Siargao is my favorite travel destination in the country, so this is not my first time traveling to the island, and each visit is a different experience that reveals new discoveries for me and more reasons to fall in love with the island. Traveling anywhere in the country or anywhere at all has been very challenging because of the pandemic, and after 3 cancellations, we got confirmation that we can finally fly out to Siargao. Welcome to Siargao! Because of some restrictions in Metro Manila, my brother and his wife will not be arriving yet until after 2 days. I, on the other hand, traveled alone from Cebu, and I will be solo for a couple of days. Or so I thought.
Tira na tong dinner special. Friends. My new friends. This is the island life. Here in Maharlika Hostel. So this is Sam. You don't know.
Francis Merson.
Yes.
One of the best decisions I've made is staying in Maharlika, Siargao. I received such warm welcome from the staff and the neighborhood, and I have easily made a fun circle of friends with them. They took me to secret places in the island I never would have discovered on my own.
Oh.
This is the kind of adventure that I want. Turns out, my cheap thrills in life involve jumping into secret pools. Okay, this jumping board is too high for me. Maybe I can go and try out this one first. Yes, cheap thrills.
Woo. That was such an experience.
And when in Siargao, you cannot miss the famous Cloud9.
Welcome to Cloud9, guys.
Without the pandemic, this place would have been swamped by tourists. People would crowd this place because this is a perfect spot to watch professional surfers show off their stunts on their boards as they ride the perfect swells of Cloud9. But today, it almost feels like it's exclusive for us. Cloud9 is home to the Cloud9 Surfing Cup, an international surf event that occurs every year at the peak of the Siargao surfing season between late September and early October. If you are not a big surfer, you can still enjoy the boardwalk to watch the sunset. A long wooden pier stretches out across the reef, which ends at a 3-story viewing platform that overlooks the Cloud9 wave. And as always, my favorite time of the day is at sunrise for the early morning glow and at sunset for that smooth golden hour. We came a bit early for sunset, but my new awesome friends have a better idea.
Jim Fox naman. Oh.
Asa yung balay?
Oh, si Pilmar.
Another new attraction in the islands is the new Katangnan Kabitoonan Bridge, which showcases the scenic view of Siargao's turquoise waters. 2 years ago, when I visited Siargao, there was no sight of this beautiful bridge yet. But now, I am happy to see how this area has improved. Although not fully finished yet, the bridge is slowly gaining attraction from both locals and visitors, all excited for its grand opening.
Sabaw. Kalami. Ay.
In the afternoons, you'll see vendors selling food and snacks to locals and visitors who hang out on the bridge, and teenagers ride their bikes and skateboards, parents playing with their kids, and nearby residents walk their dog as the sun sets on the horizon. This new spot has become a park and a playground for the people in Siargao. I have never felt lonely for the 2 days that I was solo traveling. The people I've met and the places I've seen have given me a new way of looking at things. I have also met a few more awesome people on my last night in Maharlika, and tomorrow I transfer to a different resort and welcome Gigi and Carol. From the rustic vibe in Maharlika, Siargao, I moved to a more modern accommodation still in the heart of General Luna, the Kalipay Resort, Siargao. For the type of traveler that Carol and Gigi are, this resort is just perfect. There are nearby restaurants that you can reach by foot or riding a bike.
Welcome to Siargao, Gigi and Carol. We're here in Casa Cocina. First lunch in Siargao.
Today, we are having light lunch because we are about to conquer the Cloud9 waves. Okay, so the last time I was flat on my stomach with someone shouting at me to stand up was when I had too much to drink, and to which I grumbled from the floor, "Stand." But out in the middle of the sea, it's that word for which my ears are perked. The thing about surfing is, despite having tried this many times before, if you are not regularly surfing, it could take a while before you get the hang of it again, like you are constantly learning the first time. There are a dozen other beginner surfers out there, but if you get lucky, you get to meet a superstar surfer in Cloud9. I'm talking about the Philippines' top-ranked professional surfer, John Mar Tokong, more popularly known as Marama. He championed the 25th Siargao International Surfing Cup, a world surfing league participated by professional surfers around the world. And as it turns out, all we really needed was a little pep talk from the champion himself, and we are already gliding through the waters on our surfboard.
Ambak na!
Even as the sun has punched its clock, I can count at least a dozen surfers still in the water. Paddling on a board that is wider than your body is really quite strenuous and painful on the shoulders. And what better way to reward yourselves but a dinner treat from Kermit Surf Resorts and Restaurants.
I wonder what this is.
Sure, the beating heart of Siargao is the surf, but if you're not keen on catching the waves, there is a whole buffet of experiences and activities available. You will have many options for getting around Siargao, but we decided to rent a private car from Coastal Reef Siargao, and it is a great way to explore the island. The Magpupungko rock pools is one of the most popular things to do and easily my favorite day trip on the island. The timing of your visit is imperative. In fact, if you are even an hour or two late, it may ruin the entire experience for you. The Magpupungko rock pools are tidal pools. This means they are exposed during low tides and submerged at high tide. crystal clear blue water had us speechless. This is an epic little area with coves, caves, and cliff jumping spots aplenty. We swam through small caves, under ledges, and explored all the different coves above and below the surface. There is so much to do here. Just a short drive from Magpupungko, you will drive past some of the most beautiful coconut palm tree lined roads going to Maasin River. The locals have set up a fun swinging rope where you can try your hand at being Tarzan for the day. Our next stop is one of my favorites too. We're in Del Carmen to see for ourselves the famous Sugba Lagoon. It's about 30 to 45-minute boat ride, and boy, that trip alone is already rewarding with beautiful sceneries. The mangrove sanctuary in Del Carmen is astonishingly vast and rich. As soon as our boat docked, I could feel that freshness, that scent that only nature emits. Another treat for this trip is that we have the whole lagoon entirely to ourselves. Sugba Lagoon is like a page stripped out of a fairy tale. Peaceful, pristine, surreal. What not a lot of people know is that beneath the emerald water in the lagoon lies more treasures. Its beauty would make you believe that unicorns are real and that dragons did exist. You do have to dive deeper and swim closer to appreciate these underwater gems, as the water is thick and blurry. I really love how we had Sugba Lagoon to ourselves for several hours before other visitors came. If there is one thing this pandemic did good, it's it allowed nature to recover from hungry tourists, and travelers get to enjoy nature to its best. On the other side of the island, it is a different vibe. This town definitely has its own charm.
We're in Pacifico!
A sleepy surf town nestled beneath a coconut palm tree rainforest is ultimately what you can expect when you arrive. This small coastal town in Siargao's north is the perfect place to surf, eat, sleep, and repeat.
Looks good. Really good.
Even if Cloud9 is the most popular surfing location in Siargao, the waves at Pacifico can be bigger than Cloud9, and they offer a longer ride. This area was like how General Luna was like 10 years ago, before it grew in popularity. It offers an authentic experience of island life. The lifestyle is simple and laid back, and the close-knit community creates an incredible culture. There is something about this experience that is very humbling. Facing the Pacific Ocean makes you feel grounded, small, but important. Our whole island tour in Siargao is very rewarding. But that's not all, as tomorrow is another adventure. A Siargao Island hopping tour is a must-do activity when visiting Siargao. There are several tours and packages depending on your liking. We want to maximize this experience, so we booked a 4-island tour. Our first stop is Corregidor Island. There is a small element of adventure rather than just the regular beach hangouts you find at the other islands. Our local guide escorts us up the hill, and we see a picturesque village with palm trees and a grass corridor through the middle that connects the beach to the top of the hill. The view on top is amazing. There is a reason why they dubbed this spot as the Little Batanes of Siargao. The reef around the island also did not disappoint, as we enjoyed snorkeling and diving, exploring the colorful marine life until this happened.
Yeah, another underwater accident. I was stung by sagay. They call it sagay. I don't know. It's like coral, like live coral. While I was diving, so I was free diving. So painful.
Well, at least this time I'm not crying like a baby, unlike my jellyfish incident in Coron. There is so much more to celebrate right now as we beach in Naked Island, our second stop in this tour. Naked Island is part of the more popular 3-island tour. The last time I was here, the sandbar was full packed. This is a totally new experience for me now that we are the only ones here. And yes, it looks so much more beautiful than ever.
Let your problems go on until my whole body burns out. I ain't never gonna slow down.
By noontime, we are at the Cool Island where our lunch awaits. We spent longer time here just hanging out and relaxing before we head out to our final stop. Guyam Island. I describe Guyam as a pretty island. There are also more people here than in other islands we've been to. There are more fun and relaxing activities you can do here, like playing beach volleyball or lounging on the beautifully crafted benches and huts. Today's adventure makes me realize how blessed we are to live in a country so rich in nature, being gifted with beautiful beaches, clean waters, and colorful marine life. As a crazy traveler, this place is heaven. Siargao is definitely your ultimate island getaway. Because of the pandemic, the travel industry is hurting. So are the travelers. I think hope lies in the very nature of travel. Travel entails wishful thinking. It demands a leap of faith and of imagination to board a plane for someplace, hoping, wishing for a taste of the ineffable. Travel is one of the few activities we engage in not knowing the outcome and reveling in that uncertainty. We all have our reasons for traveling. This is now my 5th time visiting Siargao, and sure, it looks very different from the usual scene I've gotten used to. It is easy to stereotype Siargao as an exclusive hub for surfers or backpackers from all around the world. But Siargao is for all types of travelers. It welcomes anyone who wishes to embrace its magnificence. Be the traveler who travels alone, travel with friends, book a plane ticket, take the ferry, stay in 5 stars, stay in rooms which don't burn a hole in your pocket. Travel with a plan, or make one up as you see which roads you hit. Take a risk and see how far you can wing it. Travel to the same place again, or leave a little part of you in every new place and never return. During this trip, I have met an ensemble of amazing people who have different reasons why they are in Siargao. And for us who are wanderers, we continue to travel in pursuit of becoming our better selves. Siargao has given us an experience we never expected. Travel once if you hate it. Travel again and again if you love it. The point is, just travel.